But imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired we are of it.
Yeah. Side note, my makeup looks kind of gross right now because I wore it to school. Okay, thanks. Ew, but ew, that looks so. But hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking my crap. I'm going to be giving my unpopular opinions because nobody asked, and I felt like they needed to be shared. So, it's gonna be a bit controversial. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it don't, you can keep watching. Okay? So, first unpopular opinion is that, in my opinion, I think that since we've all agreed that lightening your skin color, especially in the Black community and like Asian community, honestly all communities, if you lighten your skin to be, you know, lighter or whiter, we've all agreed that it's a form of self-hatred. Correct. So how come we don't have the same energy for people that tan? Like, I just don't get it. Like, people that go out of their way to tanning, not like, you know, the sun, you're out, you naturally tan. I'm not talking about natural tan, because like that's inevitable. I'm talking about going out of your way, paying $65, paying however money you pay. I don't know, I don't tan. Paying however much money you pay to self tan and get yourself to look a different shade than what you naturally are. Like, how come we don't have that same energy for, you know, the people that tan? It doesn't make any sense to me. And in my opinion, I view it as a self of not liking yourself, not being okay with who you are, a self-hatred type of thing. That's my opinion. Don't come at me. Second opinion is, oh my gosh, this video is gonna be so controversial, but please be respectful. I'm trying to be respectful as well. So second opinion is that it's kind of you contradict yourself when you, like, for example, influencers, when they preach about body positivity, loving themselves, loving others how they are, you're beautiful the way you are, natural beauty, yada yada yada, about natural love, natural beauty, loving yourself and everything. But then you turn around and get plastic surgery. Like, you turn around and you alter your physique. It's kind of contradiction. It contradicts itself. It just doesn't make any sense. And I'm not money hungry. I'm not watching your pockets. I really could care less about what you do with your money. But to me, it just looks weird. You know, because it's like, how are you gonna preach about body positivity and then you get lip fillers, and then you get your boobs done, and then you get your nose done, and then you get your butt done, and then you get all these things? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And then the other thing is, since now it's become a trend to look black, it's become a trend to have Afrocentric features, you know, the big booty, big lips, big booty, big tits, big lips, all of that. It has become a trend now to do that. I feel like we're gonna start to lose our, like, diversity. I mean, like, plastic surgery doesn't change, like, genetics. I mean, not that I know of. I'm not good at biology, but it doesn't change genetics. I'm just talking about, like, in the now, like, when you're not having kids, you know? Like, we're not gonna have diversity of shapes and sizes of all this and this. Everybody's gonna look like an Instagram baddie. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, you know? It just... And then I understand it's a whole like systematic thing where it's like, this is what the standard of beauty is now, this is how you have to look like, da 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 da. But like, I feel like we should be stronger than that, you know? We should since we are a society, we create our own societal norms, right? I feel like we should, I don't really know, like, we should start putting our foot down, saying, no, this is how I want to look like. And by putting our foot down, like, the way it looks like is not going out of your way to, you know, get your plastic surgery. You're actually loving yourself. You don't feel the need to conform to societal norms, you know? And the also thing, like, I feel so strongly about this, but not really, but like, yeah, anyway, the other thing is, like, when people get surgeries, it usually stems from white supremacy. It stems from, like, adhering to Eurocentric features. It's like when people of color, for example, they most of the time they like to get their nose done because in our societal norms right now, it's not okay to have a wider nose. It's not okay to have a bigger nose, you know? And it's like, it's so weird to me because it's like, what are you, like, you're beautiful the way you are. Like, yeah, some days you might not feel like it, but like, that's what makes us us. That's what, like, gives us diversity, you know? And it's like, and I'm not just like bashing Eurocentric like features. I'm just talking in general. And also nowadays it's more of, I want to look Afrocentric, you know, big booty, big tits, big lips, where it's like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like 10 years ago, sis, being black was not this cool. Like, sis, 10 years ago, being black was not this cool. It was not something everybody wanted to get in on. Now it's like, it's cool to be black, but not as a black person type of thing. And it's, that's a whole nother video. I feel like, I have so much to say on that topic, but shoot, I might just make it into a next video. Who knows? But yeah, that's my unpopular opinion. Next unpopular opinion is, my pet peeve, one of my pet peeve is when non-Muslims say wallahi when they're non-Muslims. It's just, it doesn't make any sense to me, especially when it's like something very like small, something very like dumb, something where it's basically a lie. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know, like, I don't know if y'all see that, but like within the community where I used to be, it was like, since it was like it wasn't predominantly, but like there were a lot of Muslims there, and you know, Muslims, we say wallahi, but like I feel like even as a Muslim, wallahi should only be used when it's something real, something that's very deep, something that's very serious, you know? Like, you shouldn't be using like for example, you shouldn't be like, wallahi I'm gonna die today, wallahi I'm gonna die today, wallahi this. It shouldn't be something, because once you start using wallahi, which is the name of God, in the name of God, I think that's what it translates to, it's God's name. You shouldn't be using God's name, I guess, in vain. I don't know, that's like a Christian thing, but like, I don't know. You just shouldn't be using God's name like willy-nilly about like dumb stuff. It irks me when that happens. It's like, first of all, you're not a believer. And I'm not bashing you because you're not a believer. It's like, that word just holds a lot of power that once you start using it frequently, it loses its power, it loses its meaning, its like seriousness. I don't know, like, I'm not bashing anybody that does this. I'm just saying that it's like, you really shouldn't be using it. Even I don't use it, and I'm a Muslim. I don't use it like all the time. I basically never use it unless if it's like something serious, you know? So yeah, that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. Okay, next unpopular opinion is that, I don't know, I'm the type of person that, like, when I'm in an argument, I want to finish that argument and then we can be done about it, you know? So if you block somebody from, if you block somebody, like, for example, on social media, like, you're mid-argument and, like, the person is trying to respond or like rebuttal what you're trying to say, if you block them, I think that's so corny. I think that's so like dumb. You really have no, I don't know what's the word. You don't have like a backbone type of thing. Like you can talk all your crap, but you can like talk all your crap, but you can't like take it. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. I understand like blocking out negativity, da 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 da. Even for me, I don't even block that. Like I don't even block a racist. That's the thing. Like it's like I'm gonna let you talk all your crap. You can still view my stuff. I don't care. Like I'm the type of person who is like, if it's internet stuff, I really couldn't care less because I know you and I both know when we see each other in real life, you ain't gonna say stuff. You ain't gonna look at me the other way. You gonna be staring at me like this. And I'm gonna do the same because I know you ain't bold enough to do nothing, you know? So I think it's very corny when you block somebody mid-argument. It's like, let them finish their train of thoughts. I feel so strongly about this because it happened when I was trying to defend myself, right? And this girl, and then she ended up blocking me. It's like, how you gonna, like, okay. So this way I know I'm right because clearly I got under your skin and I was correct. Bye, boo. Next unpopular opinion is that for me, I find it very like hard to trust famous people like celebrities and influencers when they literally have no political standpoint like whatsoever. Like they don't stand up for anything. Like they see somebody get killed, they wouldn't say anything. They would not retweet that tweet that's bringing awareness. They would not be doing anything. It's all about them, and it doesn't sit right with me. It's like you see all those people getting killed, you see the environment dying, but you're not gonna bring awareness. You're not gonna use your platform because like all I want is to have a platform where I can raise awareness, where I can make money and then give back to all these charities to help better our world. And when you don't do that as an influencer, when you've been given this gift, it just doesn't sit well with me. It's like you're so selfish. I find it very egotistical, very selfish when you do all that stuff. It just, I don't know. And then there is some people that argue with the fact of, oh, I watch her because it's not political. I watch her because I don't want to be thinking. It's like, first of all, if you're not thinking, you're not living. I don't know which philosopher said that, but if you're not thinking, you're not living, period. I think that was Socrates. Or was it somebody else? Look at me being all philosophical. Oh, my teacher will be so proud. But, oh, shoot. But, yeah, it's like, especially nowadays, like, everything is political. Like, literally everything is political. Like, it's very hard not to be political. And it's not because of the whole liberalist type of thing. No, like, your well-being, your livelihood, especially when you're like marginalized, everything around you is political. So like when you have no opinion on something, it's like, for example, Demi Lovato, y'all. Demi Lovato, the whole Israel going to Israel type of thing, where she's like, I don't have an opinion. How do you not have an opinion on genocide? What? How do you not have an opinion on genocide? If that doesn't scream privilege, I don't know what is. Like, if that doesn't scream, what other type of privilege? Just privilege. Just privilege, being in a place, living in a country where you're safe, where you're not being bombed every single day. That is privileged. Like, how do you not have... It just buffoonery. That's what it is, bro. I don't even know if this is an unpopular opinion. I mean, it might be to racist people, and like, yeah, just racist people, and like people that just don't like other colors. But indigenous people, like indigenous Canadian, indigenous Americans, indigenous all around the world, like Hawaiians, all those people. They literally have no representation whatsoever. Like, literally, I can name like 5 white actors. I can name 5 black actors, but I can't name any indigenous at all. I can't name any, even the Latinx community, even other brown people. Like, I put quotation because brown can mean so many different people, but and but my whole unpopular opinion is they all deserve to be represented. I know this isn't like a very unpopular, but like it's unpopular to like racist people and like other people that don't like color, as I said. So yeah, I feel like we should work towards representing those marginalized people, those underrepresented people, especially indigenous Canadians and Americans, because sis, they went through a lot. Even all indigenous went through a lot. What am I saying? But yeah, that's my unpopular opinion. Okay, next unpopular opinion is that cancel culture is non-existent. I'm so tired of all these buffoons thinking that cancel culture is existent. If cancel culture was existent, if cancel culture was existent, all these racist, homophobic, Zionists, all these people, not Zionists, what? All these xenophobic, all these Trump wouldn't exist, sis, because if we wanted to, we could have canceled him, but we ain't never canceled him because cancel culture don't exist. Are y'all getting what I'm saying? Because I feel like some of y'all don't understand. Every single time all these celebrities get so quote unquote canceled, they're like, they come back with that rebuttal of, I know you guys are gonna cancel me. Like, sis, nobody's gonna cancel. You're still gonna keep making your bank because you're privileged. And most of the time, these cancel culture type of thing don't exist because most of the time those people getting canceled are males, so we have male privilege. Most of the time they're white, so we have white privilege. Most of the time they have some sort of privilege within them, and they're celebrities can't get canceled unless you're like Claudia something, so, or like Azealia Banks, but she still pulls in coins, she still has her fans. So I feel like I used to be one of those cancel culture type of people. I wanted to actually have that thing, but it's turned into a joke now. It's turned into something that doesn't even exist. Like, the culture that we thought cancel culture was gonna be was holding people accountable. Holding people accountable with their actions. Like, if you say the N-word, it's like, I mean, you're not gonna be really canceled, but like, in my book, you cancel. Like, if it's 2019 and you say nigger, all Negro, even Negro, you still get canceled from me. Because it's like, we're in 2019, you should know better. Like, are you dumb? I don't want to hear an excuse or an apology. You're canceled in my book. If you're saying all these things where in 2019, if you said it in the past, like 5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, maybe even a year ago, if that thing isn't that bad, you're not gonna be canceled to me. You're gonna be held accountable, where you have to do an authentic, genuine apology, not those notepad, you go in your notes app and then you're like, I'm so sorry to those I offended. First of all, that's not a real apology. I'm so sorry to those that I offended. Those people that felt offended, I'm sorry you felt offended. Like what? What do you mean? That is not an apology. Like, my 5-year-old can do a better apology and she's not even existent. You know? I don't know if that, did that make any sense? But yeah, it's just, I want accountability. That's what I wanted. Like, not cancel culture where it's not even a thing. We want accountability. 2020. Can we get her elected? Can we? We'll never know. My next unpopular opinion is that, I know Troy's TV loves saying this. Like, y'all know I'm a fan of his. But he likes to say you can separate the art from the artist. And in my opinion, I don't think you can do that, because for example, let's take Chris Brown, you know, woman abuser. He has some colorism issues. He has all these, he's a stalker. He has all these things, you know? And those things I do not stand for. It's not my cup of tea. You know, me being the person that doesn't stand for that, I cannot be like, I'm pro women, I'm pro black women, I'm pro this, and then go and listen to his music and give him money. It's like, I'm supporting you, but I'm not supporting you. It just doesn't make any sense to me, because it contradicts itself a lot. Like, you can't be, I'm pro, I'm pro disabled people, and then you go out there, say the R word. You don't do all these things to help disabled people when they ask for your help, you know? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me to be like, to separate the art from the artist, because at the end of the day, you're saying you don't like that person, like what their personality is, but isn't their art their personality? Like, it just don't make sense. Like, if I'm like, for example, like, I like Zendaya, I like her art, I like her like movies and shows and whatever, like, that goes in hand. Like, you like her art and like her personality, which is kind of reflective of her shows, her movies. So like, that means you're supporting Zendaya and her movies and shows and everything, you know? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? You know, like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's just, at the end of the day, you cannot separate the art from the artist. You cannot separate R. Kelly's music to him being a rapist. Was he a rapist? Yeah, a rapist. You cannot separate that. It's like, for example, like, if you have your homeboy, right, and you have your homegirl, your homeboy does, you know, rape your homegirl. Like, you can't be like, I support you, I understand you were a victim, and then you go to him and be like, yo, homie, what up? Like, you can't be cool with him. You just can't. It contradicts itself. You can't be about women empowerment, women's safety, or whatever, and like contradict yourself. It don't make any sense. It just don't, buddy. Okay, I feel like I'm done. This video is making this, I mean, it kind of matches. Anyway, I feel like I'm done. I really like filming these sit down videos where I'm not literally getting ready or anything, where it's just like in my brain. But if you guys like them too, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you felt the same way. If you didn't, please let me know why, and we'll respectfully have the same debate. And who knows, I might switch over your side. What else? Make sure you share and subscribe, because at the end of the year I'm trying to reach 500. That's my goal. So if y'all can contribute to that, that'd be so great, because I know some of y'all could be subscribing right now, because some of y'all like to keep watching me but never subscribe. Like, it just don't make sense, because you're already a fan, you always come back, but you just never subscribe. Like, subscribe. This is your chance, sweetie. But yeah, I feel like that's it. If you guys enjoyed my video, I already said everything. I'll see y'all next time, hopefully. Bye.